I wondered why someone would ever wake up in the morning and put on wood on their feet. Like,
and then you actually see people wearing their shoes in the supermarket.
Yeah, you genuinely see.
I have never seen anyone wear those. I see them in all the touristy shops.
In the Studying in Holland podcast, we will talk about what it's like to live in the Netherlands as an international student. Putting down your roots as an international student can be challenging, but also very exciting. In the Studying in Holland podcast, we will talk about what it's like to live in the Netherlands, and we will talk with multiple international students. Today, we will discuss making friends and socializing in a new country with students from NHL Stenden. So, how do you make friends as an international student? And what do you do if you feel homesick? We'll answer all your questions by discussing statements. I'm your Dutch host, Lotje. And I'm here today with Vincent. Can you introduce yourself?
Yes, hi, I'm Vincent. I am 21 years old. I'm from Berlin, Germany, and I'm in my second year of tourism management at NHL Stenden.
Hi guys, I'm Jade. I'm 19 years old. I'm in my second year as well of creative business, and I come from Zimbabwe.
And next to you?
Hello, my name is Dale. I am a 19-year-old personal trainer and first-year international business student from Zimbabwe.
Okay, nice that you guys are here today. Before discussing, let's start with the culture shocks about this week. Who has some culture shocks to share?
Yeah, sure. So I recently just came back from Paris, and when I got back to the Leeuwarden train station, I needed to get a bus from the station to my house. But for some reason, the ABN AMRO, my card was not working. So I asked a very good stranger. I said, hey, look, please could you just pay for my bus to go back? And it was like €1.90, something ridiculous like that. And they said, yeah, sure, let me send you a tikkie. I said, what's a tikkie? They were like, well, it's to ensure that you pay me. And I said, for €1.90, you really need the €1.90? They were like, yeah, no, it's just how we work here. And I said, huh? Because I'm not used to that at all. It was unreal. I had to pay €1.90.
He obviously needed the money. €1, it can go a long way. You can buy yourself a whole loaf of bread. I don't know.
And beer.
Oh yeah, that's also important. That's also important.
Okay, well, thank you for sharing your culture shock of that week. It sounds a bit crazy to me, but well, let's get started with the statements. The first one is going to be, having a social life cures homesickness. Who wants to start?
I completely agree. You don't have time to sit and think that, I could be in the sun right now, because, we could be, Dale and I, in the sun right now. The weather's not too bad today, but, if you sit and think about it for too long, then it can get a little bit depressing. But if you're busy and you have a social life, it makes it that much better, I would say.
And how about you, Vincent? You ever experienced maybe homesickness yourself, or not really?
Well, not really. I can just, if it should get too worse, or if it should happen, then I can just basically jump on the train and I'm home in 6.5 hours. But I also don't need that. I don't want that. I've been home like 4 or 5 times since I started here, but I also just don't feel like going home every time I have a break, because I have my social life here. So if my friends stay, then I'm also going to stay, and I'm not going to go home every single time I have a break.
I see
I
that.
try to go as home, obviously, but sometimes I just don't feel like it.
No, of course, you have your own life here now. And
Yeah.
for you, Dale, is it like you have like your own friends here as well, I suppose?
Yeah, 100%. I've got quite like a big network of friends. So we're always busy. And I think when you're busy and you're occupied with stuff, you don't, like Jade said, you don't have time to sit and be sad. And,
of course.
Sit and be sad. It does happen sometimes, though.
Of course, it sometimes sneaks in, but it's not.
But then that's mostly like Sunday blues. It's just,
I have to agree with that.
That's
Definitely
like-
Sundays.
I don't know what it is. Like, it can be the nicest weather, but you just feel so tired and so down, and
you'll stay inside.
Yes, even though
you don't even go out.
Exactly, you could meet friends, you could do something to cure the Sunday blues, but you just decide to not do it and just lie in bed the whole day.
Yeah,
and
then it
after
starts to sneak in.
Yeah, exactly.
No, definitely.
Understandable. Well, let's move on to the next one, and that is going to be the friends I've made here are for life. Do you feel like that? Maybe not for life, but
No, I would say so. I suppose it's quite early days. I know I have been here for a year, but obviously only really started being social probably last year, September, because of the lockdown in February. So I'd say it's early days to tell if... Also, there's the exchange thing. You know, everyone goes on exchange in like a few months. And that's like, well, next year, a few months, you know. But same thing. And you're kind of thinking, these guys, everyone's just going to be scattered all over the world. And are we ever actually going to come back together? It's not going to be the same.
Yeah.
You know, it's scary to think. And I don't really like to think about it because I do love the people that I've met here. But, I mean, it's a reality that we will have to face at some point, that we're all going to be scattered all over the world.
yeah.
And whether you meet up again or not is kind of... Well, it depends on your friendship, I suppose.
Yeah, still I think that it's so random to think about the fact that like the four of us are from different countries and all decided to go to Leeuwarden to study. So it kind of is
It's a
like
coincidence
if
from
you
the
think
universe.
about it, it's just so random that four random people decided to go to the same city and now sit here and do this podcast. So I kind of think that if you think about it that way, then friends you make here are for life because it's...
You're gonna remember them for life. Because
Exactly.
Oh,
it's kind of-
definitely.
Yeah.
you can say it like that.
And I think that my old roommates I will meet soon, and I'm still gonna meet in 10 years because we got along so well. So
That sounds great.
Yeah,
That
we wanted
sounds
to go
great.
to Zimbabwe actually in summer.
What?
Because
Come.
Haley, she's from Zimbabwe.
Oh, yes, I know
Yes.
Haley.
But yeah, we got the money calculation, and it's a bit too expensive
It's
for
so
us.
expensive. The plane, oh, it's just not worth it. Well, it is worth it. I have to advocate for my country, but like,
Yeah,
you know.
and your friends back home, are they as well for life or?
Yeah, 100%. I think for me personally, I've got like a very small inner circle, and we've been friends for a very long time. But that being said, I have found some really good friends here that are like-minded, and like we even traveled together. You know, we were in Paris just now, and just now we'll be in Portugal together. So I think the more you make memories with the people in Leeuwarden, the easier it is for it to become like lifelong friendships if you've got those memories, because the bonds get a lot stronger.
Yeah, you're gonna experience great things if you do these kind of trips, and then they can stick longer. I think if you experience nice things besides just school projects, for example.
oh, definitely.
nice.
Oh, that's a whole other topic.
Yeah,
Don't even get me started.
Yeah, I think you make the most friends out of like the outside school kind of things, like the partying, those kind of activities.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, let's move on to another one. There are a lot of ways of making social contacts in the Netherlands. How easy was it for you to speak to them?
It was pretty easy. I think I'm a social person in general, so I think it was, you know, really easy. And I made friends who enjoy doing what I like doing. So like, you know, as a personal trainer, I like going to the gym, of course. And you meet people in the gym, and you know,
You're gonna be instantly buddies for life.
instantly buddies for life because we're on the same purpose.
Gym bros.
Gym bros. 100%. You meet your gym bros, and yeah, you end up going out together, and you just make memories.
It goes on from there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And,
definitely.
and for you, you made the most contacts here in school or maybe at work, something like that.
I would say definitely just from classes in school, and also like other Zimbabweans. Surprisingly, there's quite a few of us here. I mean, not that many, but like not as many like Germans, like obviously, because like the
Massive
school is just
community.
overrun with Germans. But yeah, no, I met like all of their friends. But as for me, I would say I met most of the people from classes and stuff. I mean, you change classes every module, so you meet a lot of people, which I quite like. So.
Yes, quite some diversity in the kind of people you meet. Maybe one module you meet more German people from Zimbabwe.
Yeah, always
maybe.
German people.
In every module you're gonna see.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
And another one is kind of the same as the previous one, but making friends in the Netherlands is easy.
Ooh.
Yes.
Yeah.
Especially now, with most of the restrictions gone. No, but I think that if you start studying at NHL Stenden, it just goes with the flow. It automatically brings people together, and you'll figure out who are people you can share the same experience with. And I think from then on, it just keeps going.
If you feel the vibe with someone, you can be friends. I mean, it doesn't have to be like a lifelong friendship, but you can have a good time together, even though it's just a few weeks. I mean,
like also the international setting, because like everyone's coming from all over, and you know, a lot of people don't come here with people that they know. So I find that everyone's quite friendly. Like
they're open.
Yeah, everyone is really, really friendly, and I think probably like when you come here, I would say the first few weeks are so important, because everyone's kind of like, we don't know anyone, we want to meet people, and I think that's really exciting, you know, because everyone's honestly so friendly. I absolutely love it.
And you have so much to talk about as well, because if you're from a different place, I can ask you like 50 questions about Zimbabwe.
Yeah, and it's so interesting to hear everyone else's like, I don't know, culture and how they grew up.
Yeah,
I find it so interesting.
Yeah, if everyone has this open mindset, then they're instantly going to be interested in almost anyone in the room. So that is a good thing, I think.
I think also, especially if you're not from the Netherlands and you try and speak Dutch people love you. Like they really appreciate you trying to make the effort. You could be like in the shops and you say "morgen" to the person who's like at the counter.
Yeah, the cashier.
Automatically she'll smile and be like, "Oh, hello, how are you?" I can tell you're not Dutch, but good effort.
Good effort. It was a good try.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's like a friendly sign. I think most people, if you would come to Germany and you try at least some German, people are going to be like, "That is nice." Wie geht's?
It's also German people are kind of fond about their language, I would say.
They're super punctual.
It's also kind of the same thing. Like if you hear that the person is not German, you will then just say hello, but also then switch to English, because I don't know what it is, because you could keep talking in German, but I think it's just also like politeness in a way.
Yeah. And German also is a bit aggressive in general. Like it just sounds like you want to hit me when you say hello.
That's so funny you say that, because I think that Dutch sounds more aggressive than German, actually.
Both of them sound aggressive.
This could be a great discussion. What is the most aggressive language?
Dutch. Your throat is sore after speaking. Like lots of ha, like.
And that's not that often in German. You have that in a few words, but it's mostly in Dutch. You have like the sound.
Yeah, it really
like a throat, like a sweet for your throat after speaking.
Mm-hmm. And lastly, the last statement is going to be: making friends with people of different nationalities is a challenge. You think if it's
No.
I think we discussed the opposite.
Yeah. I would probably say I didn't find it very difficult to connect with people that have a different culture to me. I found it quite easy, but I do love having the conversations that when everyone is talking about their different points of view. I love having those conversations because it's so interesting, you know, coming from the same country as someone. I mean, not all of the time, but quite often you have the same like views on a lot of things.
Same point of views, because you have the same background basically.
Yeah, exactly. But I didn't find it difficult to connect with anyone from with a different nationality. No, not really for me.
No, everybody's thrown into the same situation if you're new here and you're from a different country. So you kind of have to grab the next person you can grab to just like have someone. So I guess it's very, very easy, and you're kind of thrown into the situation that you have to actually connect with everybody, which is very nice.
I think also it's really funny to like understand how certain cultures work. Like for example, when I got to the Netherlands, there's these like Dutch shoes.
The clogs,
these ones?
Yeah, these ones.
The Dutch shoes.
Like,
How did you not see them?
I don't know how I ever seen it. But like, for example, these shoes, I wondered why someone would ever wake up in the morning and put on wood on their feet. Like,
and then you actually see people wearing their shoes in the supermarket.
Yeah, you genuinely see.
I have never seen anyone wear those. I see them in all the like touristy shops.
No, I actually saw people wear them in the Jordan already, and I was like, oh.
I never have.
I can tell you that is just Frasier, I think.
Yeah, probably.
I don't think in Amsterdam you're going to see people with the clogs.
Really?
I just saw them here in the Jordan.
Some traditional places, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, I think we can summarize that making friends is not that hard here.
No.
At least.
No, definitely not.
And as well, if you're international, you have many sources to connect with people. Maybe that is even easy to connect because you have already quite a lot of topics to talk about.
Yeah.
And well, regarding like the friends, if they stay for life or not, that really maybe depends on yourself as well. Like, and the connection you have with the person. You can have a great time with a person for just a few years during your study times, and some, will be for life, and some won't. But yeah, I think it depends.
I think you also have to be, I think because we're all quite open people, so I think that's also helpful to have that mindset. If you like take what you get and just like kind of go all into the whole situation, I think then it's also easier if you just say, okay, let's see where this is going, and I think you'll be fine.
Yeah. I think that is a good. I think that is a great conclusion, to be honest. And do you guys maybe have any tips for interested students regarding social life?
I would just recommend taking every opportunity you get. So if there's a event that is organized by the university, by your studies, then definitely go there. Try to take as much out of your study, out of the university as you can. And if someone asks you if they want to grab a beer on the terrace, definitely say yes.
If it's free or not, just do it.
Just do
They'll
it.
send you a ticket.
True.
I would say definitely maximize on the first few weeks when you get here, because everyone is the same boat. Everyone is looking for friends. And I really think that is probably the prime time for you to, I don't know, really be social and really connect with people. I mean, you can do it throughout the year, obviously, but I would say those first few weeks are very important to be social.
I'd say also in your first year, just get out of your comfort zone. So be comfortable being uncomfortable. Like, just don't think about everything too much. Just sort of be free. Do things that you're not used to doing, and you never know what you'll end up liking.
Yeah, flow, and you'll see. You'll see that. Okay, thank you guys for the tips. Well, for next time we will discuss housing, and for now we reach the end of the episode. Well, thank you, Vincent, Jade,
Yes.
and Dale for joining us today. And well, for the listeners, thank you for tuning in. We'll hope you join us next time as well. And if you would like any additional information, you can check the NHL Stenden website. And well, for now, till next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Hoi hoi.
Doei doei.